What's going on, everybody? I am Supervillain Gaming, and thank you so much for joining me for some MTG Arena gameplay. I'm very excited to be introducing the new set, Ikoria, which I have not yet seen, but I have a modest amount of packs that we're going to be opening today, so going to get a chance to take a look at my live reaction to seeing some of these new cards. Without any further ado, let's get going into Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, and see some of these new cards. I think I've opened just one pack before this, so the vast majority of these cards are going to be brand new for me. Can't complain about the wild card there, but I'll take a look at some of the uncommons. Oh, and that is super obnoxious. Any sort of menace theme and a human there, so a lot of synergies possible. Ooh, and that is a very powerful spell as well there for white, so be on the lookout for that at just 1 mana. Power your creatures up and get rid of theirs. So, alright, we got the wild card right off the bat and earning a second one, so that bodes very well for us. And let's see what we got at the rare spot here. At 4 mana. Okay, and a very this strikes me as kind of a fun kind of like a casual or EDH type card, although I could see with the right surrounding cards this could be competitive at just 4 mana. This is a pretty good body, has vigilance, and then can really shut down your opponents as well, so I could see this being a strong card really, you know, in any format for sure, but right off the bat I see that and I think, oh yeah, there's a lot of EDH decks that could certainly take advantage of that. But alright, pack number 3, and we're gonna crack the exact same rare, so that's kind of crazy, but that, you guys know my thoughts on that. That's kind of fun. We'll see if that you know, becomes anything in the meta. But alright, looking at some of the rest of the cards here, just gonna kind of keep moving on to our next pack. What do we got? I don't think I've ever cracked the same rare twice in a row at all before. So, alright, we have Mythos of Barokos. Costs 4 mana, sorcery. If black-blue was spent to cast the spell, search your library for a card, put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library and return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. I really like that. I like stuff like this. Speaking of which, this card does have a ton of applications in EDH, but I really like things that return cards from your graveyard. Being able to search your library for cards and put it into your graveyard, you know, is another super powerful tool. At just 4 mana, that is a nice spell. What do we got going on over here? Proud Wild Bonder. So many new cards. It's difficult to react to them all at once here. Okay, so we get the what I'll call the rocks effect from back in the day here. Not a bad card for limited in particular. Don't necessarily see that card having a huge impact in standard, but on to the next pack. And another, wow, that is 3 rare wild cards, so unfortunately not able to see quite as many of the new cards from the set, the new rares from the set, and wild cards galore. Not bad. Let's take a look at what we have here. Luris of the Dream Den, and at just 3 mana, a 3/2 legendary creature with lifelink. Oh wow, I see. So that is very interesting, being able to cast stuff from your graveyard. And yeah, you know, lots and lots of legacy cards. You know, at a creature that's 3 mana, that's probably not really going to be considered for legacy, but you know, when you look at all the different options that be available, you could probably have some very powerful spells to work with that Lures of the Dream Den, so that's fun. I always like legendary creatures and stuff like that. Let's see what we've got here. There we are. A mythic. Our first Kinan Bonder Prodigy. For 2 mana, green blue, we have a 2/2 body legendary creature. Doubles your mana or adds 1 additional mana of any type that permanent produced. You can tap non-land permanents for mana. Ooh, and if you can generate tons of mana each time you can pay 7, which this is instant speed. You can look at the top 5 cards of your library and put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. So with lots and lots of mana, that can become very powerful. Any sort of anything that can give you infinite mana or generate huge amounts of mana, you can quickly fill the board with other creatures that, you know, potentially also generate mana or untap things when they come into play. This could get, you know, very interesting with the right pieces around it. Kind of a limited card here. Cycling. Ooh, first strike. That's a tricky little card there. Although the 6/4 first striking body for 6 is not really going to get you anywhere outside of maybe sealed. Okay, kind of a defensive white uncommon there. And moving right along, a mythic rare wild card. Love that. And what have we here? Eerie Ultimatum. Okay, they brought these back. Any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wow. That is insane. That is so much fun. Speaking of something that just screams EDH, Eerie Ultimatum, that is perfect. So that is that's a lot of fun. That's a fun card no matter what. So if you're playing that, you're gonna have a strategy based around it. So what a fun card. Take a look at the rare here. We have Gem Razor, and I think this is the card that was in the first pack that I saw. Or something very similar to it. It looks decent. I like that you can destroy an artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Has a decent body there. 4/4. Does have reach and does have trample, so really does a lot of things. You know, kind of a versatile card. You're not going to be upset to draw at any time. At the same time, it's probably not going to be, you know, the game-breaking card. But is good against flying, you know, is solid against artifacts and enchantments, so I could see that card, you know, seeing some play. But let's go ahead and get to our final pack. Okay, and the Powerball. What do we have? Sea Dasher Octopus. So 3 mana, blue, blue, and 1 for a 2/2 with Flash. Also has Mutate. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, and that is tricky. So I do kind of like that. Anytime you can get that effect on something, it is strong. So I don't know. I guess how powerful this card will be at first glance, but you know, certainly the potential for something like that when you can combo it with other cards to make it unblockable, or you know, sneak through and poke, so you can generate that effect multiple times. But all right, that is going to be it for our first look at Ikoria. Again, opening up just our modest 10 packs there. I hope that you guys enjoyed that, to get some more MTG Arena content going for you guys. So once again, I am Supervillain Gaming. I do want to thank everybody for watching and remind you to do go ahead and subscribe right here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch, but that is about all for now. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.